with guests Nick and Yankee. I put some accurate pictures of them both up on stream. Yikes.
Yikes.
No, my stream's going off right now. I had my stream not muted. Yeah, how are you guys though? That's a terrible opening, but I'm leaving it in.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Thanks for having us.
You should also let them know your names, since there's two of you. They've never heard your voices before.
Yeah. Well, might keep them in the dark a little bit longer, you know.
Yeah, just gotta keep on the toes. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm Yankee, sometimes known as Yankee Dota or No Brim, due to the recent surge in Yankee with no brim memes. And then the other gentleman here can introduce himself as well.
Yeah, I'm Nick. I'm the prophetic captain of Team Backwoods. We smoke up daily. You know how it is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
how you were talking to me, I actually thought, because I've never heard your voice before, I thought you were a girl. I thought Nick was short for Nikki, so I brought you up as a basic white girl with a Starbucks. You tricked me, dude. You tricked me. I swear you were flirting with me in DMs.
You were simping.
Oh,
You're simping for me, bro. I am simping. I'm fucking simping at me.
yeah.
I almost paid for your OnlyFans to play a game of Dota with you. Thank God I didn't do that.
Yeah, dude. Big Air 69. Big Air 69. Make sure you sub to that.
Yeah. But for those that don't know, Nick and Yankee are on a team called Team Backwoods and Contender. This is their first season, correct?
Correct.
Any of your teammates, have they played 82L before or subbed in 82L before?
Nope, this is our first run.
Yeah, exactly. First run for all of us.
I googled it one day. I googled amateur Dota 2 league to find an amateur Dota 2 league, and lo and behold, there's a league called Amateur Dota 2 League. So we found it.
That's nice, dude. I was gonna ask. You just saved it. I thought it was gonna be more epic because there's a couple teams that were made, hey, and people checked it out because some players they post amateur Dota 2 league stuff in games, and there's sometimes other fancy stories, but just straight up, you guys are like, man, I wonder if there's a competitive Dota scene, and you type amateur Dota 2 league, and there's 82L, which literally stands for that. So it's a coincidence.
I mean, whoever's in charge of your website, the SEO was perfect because you typed it in, we got it. Yeah. So
right there, front page material right there.
Nice. That's really that's good. I think it's admins. I don't know, man. I think not just Seth. I think it's Amora and Havoc. They do the site, and then Seth does not the site. He just he takes care of the kids and adults that act like kids. You gotta some of these guys in this league is 20 and 30-year-olds, some 40-year-olds.
Are they virgins?
Are they probably? Well, I don't ask people if they've had sex or not. That just.
I think back to.
But probably some of them are virgins.
Yeah, you hate to see that. They better go watch that movie. Figure it out.
That's an okay movie, man. That's an okay movie. I actually like that movie.
Yeah, middle of the pack Steve Carell stuff. Yeah, not his best work, but pretty good.
You guys.
Seth Rogen got to start in there. Seth Rogen got to start.
Are you guys big fans of The Office?
I'm a Parks and Rec connoisseur.
You can like both.
Yeah, I probably put Office over Parks and Rec, but I definitely am a fan.
Looks like Yank off my team. Looks like Yank is off my team right now.
I've probably seen it. Yeah, I don't have I've watched The Office 12 times on Netflix, AFK type history, but I've seen it probably twice in total, twice or 3 times. So
I think I've watched Parks and Rec like 17 times. So, I'm a piece of shit, but it's all good.
I think Park and Rec, has its place. I think there's good shows everywhere. I'm watching it right now with my girl when we eat.
Nice.
And we're now on season 8, and nothing to give away. But I was like watching the episode, and I was like, I know what's coming. I know what the next step is. You know, I'm almost quoting some lines, man. I have
Yeah.
a terrible memory, but you know, you watch it enough, you just
Oh,
know.
you're Canadian. Do you watch Letterkenny?
I don't really watch that much TV.
Letterkenny is like the funniest show on Hulu. It is. It makes me laugh so fucking hard.
Yeah, I don't watch too much TV. The only reason why I'm using my Netflix is so I don't play as much video games, and also something about she doesn't want to play Dota, so got to do
Yeah,
something
man.
else with her.
Now you got the
Fair
house
enough.
to take care of. The house.
The house,
The house.
I
Did
don't have
you?
that yet. Don't have that yet, but
Homework.
yeah, new
Homework.
house.
New house.
Yeah, nice.
There's
Fireman team house.
dude. It is. I'm gonna make a video. I've already put out ads.
Join a face
People
clan.
come. Not Face Clan, dude. This is where, dude, Face Clan brings in 15, 16-year-olds. I can't handle that. I'll basically be a mother, and I'm not ready for that. So, do you see the shit they do, man? They are something else. They actually are something else.
I don't pay attention to people who are beneath 80 IQ.
Ah, I believe they're over 80.
It was a
Oh,
joke.
I think my IQ's probably like 10, 20, maybe. I don't know.
That's higher than my behavior score.
Uh,
No. He's reformed. He's reformed.
Did you have a bad?
It was banned imminent at one point.
Oh, dude, what are you doing, dude? I don't know. I the lowest I've been is I've dropped below 8K. I had to win 5 LP games, and it was over 2 years ago now. And I was like, not again. I gotta take the game less seriously. And since then, I've been like 10K almost all the time.
Yeah.
See, the happy medium is that you flame your enemies into reporting you, but your team commends you for winning, so it evens out, and you get back to 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His behavior score report always both commends and reports are in the double digits, whereas mine I usually like it, single digit. Like it's like 3 commends, 0 reports. Like no one's ever gonna commend me because I ain't that good, I ain't that friendly, but no one's ever reported me. So I'm never gonna feed a game. This guy sometimes he feeds and sometimes he carries. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
Sometimes you just gotta walk it down. I mean, that was my name coming into the season. Coming to the season, I was known as Walk It Down.
And now you're default, right?
Yeah, that's my actual. That's what I usually go by. But sometimes you just gotta walk it down.
Why do you go by default? Do you just use every single keybind that Dota gave you from day one? Never changed anything?
No, I just like one day I forgot what was my old name for a long time. Or was it always default?
Not sure.
I can't
Actually,
remember what it used to be.
I think I've only known you as default. So
Yeah, and I played that game Watch Dogs, and then I was like, oh, that's a cool mouse guy, and then it was that ever since.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you and now you're just Nick or right now, or what's going on, or is that only on Discord?
Nick's my name, and the picture on Discord you see of me is what I look like.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I think you just
Think I'm
because you
catfishing
switch
you, though?
picks, in the last 10 to 15 minutes, and
yeah.
now you're telling me it's Nick instead of Nicky, so I'm a little fuzzy.
It's sometimes you gotta do the switcheroo.
Yeah, I don't know,
I
man.
tried to change my Discord picture one time, but Yank said I had to guard that door.
Yeah,
So I switched
it's
it
the old
back.
classic guarding the door meme. So
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh god, I don't know. And then you got this anime picture, Yankee. What are you doing, man? You weeb?
Thank you.
Actu-
Finally, thank you. Finally, somebody else besides me.
Okay, actually, no. If we have a conversation about weebs here, I like anime too. I think there's some good animes.
Alright, the Fireman's off my team.
Oh, I'm not on your team, so it's okay. But
Fireman, you're Alright, now you're off.
I mean, my picture is technically from Fire Emblem, which is only an animated game rather than an anime. But yes,
That's worse.
I do partake in the forbidden fruit of Japanese comics and TV shows. So
Fire Emblem is basically open door to anime. I know the
Yeah,
game.
it's like
I
Game of
like it.
Joke.
I played it
Yeah.
on GameCube and the Wii. Dude, oh, I loved it. You know, playing Ike.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Even
So,
Smash Bros. You got Marth going on and Lucia.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
looks
Roy.
like you have a bot in your chat. So you have a bot in your chat.
Yeah, I got Simbo, and he's asking if I want to be famous. You know, I can buy some viewer bots, maybe get my stream up there. You know, have
Oh
some.
yeah.
You know, pay $10, get 1,000 followers for an hour or something like that.
Well, that's a great first question from the chat, and I would
Yeah.
like to answer. And I would say, I would love to be famous. Please send me your discounts, send me your deals. I need more followers. Thank you.
Well, you confirmed with me you're Puerto Rican,
I am,
and
yes.
you after, and look at you. You're not quite a billionaire, but you got to have some millions saved up, man. You know, as a famous rapper, can you sing some lines from Despacito?
I mean, Despacito, Despacito is a good song, but it's kind of like, I feel like every group has that one thing where it's like it is part of our culture, but we don't want it to be. That's kind of how
Mhm.
Despacito evolved, where it's like, I can name about 20 songs better.
How about some
Um,
Gasolina?
yeah, okay, see that. So now you're talking, a little bit more vintage, a little more classic.
You know, from the back end.
Yank,
I
what about
like that
Take
song.
Extraño?
Yeah,
Take
that's a great one.
Take Extraño, Yank. I mean, I know that's Dominican, but that's a good song.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, any of the Caribbeans, Cubans, Dominicans, we're all good.
Yeah, I'm just a Polak, so it happens.
No, fair enough. He's, Despacito though. It put it on the map. It put it on the map. It was
Did yeah,
brought him back. I enjoyed it. You know, everybody was
that's true.
like, "Why are you cheering for this one guy?" Like, and I'm like, I just like him. I'm a big Daddy Yankee fan. You know, I'd listen to his
Yeah,
music, put it on, and listen to an
yeah.
album.
He's had a very long career. I mean, Gasolina, which you referenced, was like 2004, and Despacito was very recently. He's still putting out songs, so I know a lot of reggaeton artists have like gone on to do other things. I know one of the most popular ones of the 2000s is now a pastor. So he used to be rapping about drugs, money, and
Hmm.
girls, and now is preaching the good Lord, preaching the word of the good Lord. So so
Bro!
so it's a different. So it's a you never know what you're gonna get in that career path.
So he's like
Yank like Bad
Kanye.
Bunny a lot. I know you're
Yeah,
a big Bad
yeah,
Bunny
kind of.
fan.
Did you
Yank's
hear that
big
new
Bad Bunny.
album?
Parts of it, yes. Oh, man, you got the wrong person on our team in this chat because our four-player J24, who did go deathless in game one of our last series, by the way, which was not referenced in our post-game interview, but
Hmm.
I'm gonna
Never ever
reference it
happened.
now.
It was
He
it was
was
a
he did
miracle
go
on the ice.
deathless. I needed to mention that to make sure he's happy, make sure he
Miracle on
doesn't
the
feed
ice.
on four position. He did go deathless, but he's a gigantic Kanye West fan, has the Kanye sponsor on his name tag, so he could tell you all about that album. Unfortunately, he's not on here with us today.
Damn. No, I wish I had three people. You know, I need to get them on. Just talk about Kanye. It'll be Kanye
Yeah.
82 all edition, only Kanye, because my girlfriend, she's not the biggest Kanye fan. But
Mhm.
and I wasn't. I liked a couple Kanye songs, but in the last probably 4 months, and I've just been nonstop listening to Kanye, and I'm like, you know what, Kanye might be a genius. Like I already thought he was. Like poopity scoop or lift yourself up, dude.
Just
Yeah.
Like so good.
lyrical genius on that song. Just
Lyrical genius.
lyrical
It's
genius.
I actually my girlfriend never heard that song and I played it, and she's like, "Wait, what are you fucking listening to?" And I don't know if you guys do what I do. I fucking blare my music.
Yeah.
Well, Yang couldn't listen to music while he played Dota till like about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I recently had a laptop upgrade, so
He wanted two
I
RAM.
yeah, I was on the 2 gig RAM plan and upgrade that to 16, so I can actually my FPS is
Let me tell the
over
story
20.
on that. Let me tell the story on that.
Yes, go
Mhm.
ahead.
All right, so I can't remember if you were in game already or not, but basically what happened was Yank was loading into a game uploaded, right? But when Yank on his old PC, that basically what his PC was, it was like he duct taped like screen on the toaster, and that's how it works. And so our miraculous offlaner G4, bless up to him.
Bro,
You know,
you're our miraculous offlaner. J4 is our support.
sorry, bro. I'm tired.
I mean, if you wanna swap roles, let me know because your offlane play has not been great. But go ahead, continue with the story.
What the fuck you
Continue
say?
with your story.
Yeah, I got it. This kid's flaming me. But basically, what J4 did send him that invite while he was loading into a game, so he abandoned and had to go through low prio. So he got so fucking mad that he just joined Discord and said that he's fucking buying a laptop. Went on Amazon, showed us what he's buying, and then fucking bought it immediately. Like all within like 5 minutes.
So why did you go with a laptop, Yankee? Is it for school or what, man?
Yeah, I mean, I do have I wouldn't call it a business. It's not profitable or makes money at all, but I do web development on the side, and so I wanted something that was mobile in terms of being able to take it places, whether it's going to Starbucks and doing work or
He managed
moving
Fireryman.
between cities or whatever it is. So I was just like, I have a desktop PC back home, but I recently moved to the Las Vegas area, and
City.
I need the laptop to kind of just move around, make sure if I'm not I don't want to lug around a huge computer.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen a lot of nice like micro, what are they called, like micro ATX, or like small, like those micro towers, which would have been a nice compromise, but I didn't have time for, like, it was kind of a snap decision, so I was just like, I'm gonna get the top of the line, bada bing bada boom, and went
Are you
from
on a
there.
team? Fireman, are you on a team at 82 or are you just cast?
I just I talk over games and I do FirerySide chat and maybe some other content. I'm not on team right now. No.
Have you been on a team in the past?
Yeah, I have been on a couple of teams.
Nice.
I guess like 4. I've been on technically on 4 teams. Yeah.
What which branch of the league, or is this the first time they
Uh,
separated it?
contender and intermediate. I've done contender 3 times and intermediate once, and I won my intermediate season.
What's the MMR looking like?
Mine right now, I'm ancient too.
What
Yeah,
a guy.
Nice.
yeah, it's okay. I'd rather actually be legend 3. I feel my hero
Okay.
pool is shrinking. I want to goof off a little more in games. Got to take them
Mhm.
a little more serious when you hit 4K.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta sandbag and walk it down.
I'll never want to actually force myself to drop down. Like the only way I tried to do that. I was learning mid. And I'm a terrible mid, and I kept losing lane. 9 out of 10 games I'd lose lane, but I wouldn't lose MMR because I'd somehow still end up winning. And like
Yeah.
mid's such an important role. Like if you lose mid lane constantly, you think you'd lose a lot of games.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I kind of had the same plan for the future, where my mid's rapidly behind my carry and support play. So I want to just spam mid, like farm my role queue rules and just lose all 60 of those, but eventually learn mid. But I do think I kind of conceptually understand mid, but I lose my lane so often that it's like,
Yeah, we know.
yeah, I have to be playing a lane dominating mid to like play the role. So
My favorite thing is a Yank flame my all flame, but Yank also says let's go fight them, and then his top. Or sorry, I can't say that. Like, if we're on Dire, we'll be like, Yank be like, yeah, it's on, like, let's go fight them, and then we go on to fight them, and Yank's just like not there. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm going with you guys. Fucking baits us in. Fucking calls me bad.
but it's high intensity interval training, dude. If you can't win a fight 4v5, how are you gonna win it with me there?
Yank is fucking training me mentally. My mental training. Ugh.
Well, that's good. So your team backwoods, is it because of this cigarette, or what? Like I put up your team jersey, so I almost have to assume it's the cigars
All
that
right,
you guys all wear.
so basically, I was outside having a cigarette, and then I found the league, and then I was like, and then I was listening to I can't remember what song I was listening to, but Backwoods is in it, and I messaged JT4 and was like, we're Team Backwoods, and then everybody's we just fucking it just clicked with us.
Yeah.
I think next season there will be a team change in the name, and it might have to do something with the illustrious Team Money Industries, but we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, there are a couple of offers, for branding for next season, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are flexible. You just go with you sign a season deal, and then if
Yeah,
they don't want to renew, you just hop on somebody else.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, can I get a cool jersey like that, man? Like, can you guys ship me one?
Hey,
You
gotta
guys
do
put
one
that
for
on?
if we win that $25 prize, we'll go on your T-shirt creator of your choice and send that jersey to Fireryman.
Yeah, exactly. Signed. Make sure it's signed.
Yeah, signed by. We'll
Yeah.
ship it to all 5 of us. Sign it.
Signed.
I'd probably actually frame that, and then my girlfriend would be like, "Why the fuck are you framing this shirt?" I don't know how to explain it to her. I would, I'd do something like that because I'm stupid, but it'd be funny.
Sure, right in the living room of that new house,
Dude.
Exactly.
Dude. Well, no. Living room probably. You know what? The
Put it in
new
the bathroom.
house.
Put it in the bathroom so when you shit, you just stare at it. that's what you have to do.
Well, I figured it could be like, see how there's a back right now with the webcam. It's a big webcam. Maybe you have it on the wall, like how Grant
Oh,
has that
yeah.
small little face
Yeah.
on his
Oh, yeah.
wall, that of him for whatever reason. You do the same thing. But except for it'll be bigger and people will be like, "What's that?" And I'll be like, "Team Backwoods."
Grant's probably my favorite caster, unless Mason somehow casts a game. Then Mason is my favorite caster.
I think he's casted a couple in this time.
I don't have a
Mason-
team, but you're off of it.
Well, you don't like Mason?
No, Mason's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of him. He's good.
King Mason.
Okay, I can't complain. Like I will listen to Mason, but if you're telling me Mason's better than Grant, like better than Grant, no way, dude. There's Grant is way up at the roof. He's so high I can't even reach it. Well, I can reach my roof, but
Respect that.
the
Respect
next
that.
floor,
Respect it, but Mason just makes me laugh so hard all the time. It just makes me laugh.
Mason was there for NA Dota when RTZ was not, and it was on a massive stream hiatus.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that too,
I love Mason's argument. He shows like the 3 years he made TI and he compares it to RTZ and is like, "See, I did better." Did he see that? And I'm like, "Okay, well, yeah." And he's like, "See, I'm better than RTZ if I came back." And I'm like, "Yeah." And RTZ the last 3 years came third twice and fourth. So I think or it was a third and fourth. And the year before that was like top 8, which was trash. I'm big EG fan. Big EG fan here, guys.
Yeah, same here.
Big
All
RTZ fan too.
all these fake NA kids like an OG.
Yeah,
EG,
bro.
EG for life, dude. EG for life.
It is EG for life.
They were robbed. TI8. They were robbed.
TI8.
I cry every time.
I do too. I was in Vancouver for TI8. It was my first TI, first ever Dota event I went to was TI8, and I was so sad when they lost that game 3. And then when Samael tossed the gyro. Okay, this is my thing. They never played gyro once in the tournament. Everybody's playing gyro IO, and then they just pick them gyro and no IO. I was like, what are they doing? And you know what? They were doing really well. Yeah, but why are you taking gyro anyways? Like everybody else was only taking with IO that tournament. But regardless, Arteezy's kind of having a rough game, but you know what? They're doing really well. And then they kill the Spectre. Spectre buys back. They all die. Oh, I was so hurt that tournament, man.
The only thing right now that's holding EG back is legitimately fucking Bulba. I think Bulba literally fucking holds them back. Bulba's out there fucking trying to do his
that and
massive
coronavirus. Coronavirus is holding them back right now.
Yeah.
I'd say COVID-19, yeah.
Yeah, because two of their teammates are on the other side of the world, but
You hate to see that. But no, but fucking Bulba would like have like the perfect draft and then like fucking just like pick some like random ass last year and they just fucking insta lose. I just fucking laugh.
I've heard conflicting reports on that it's not just Bulba, sometimes it's the team. So I don't want to blame Bulba all the way.
No doubts that Bulba might be the best offlaner in North America, but I don't think he ain't no puppy though when it comes to drafting.
Is he the best offlane? Dude, I'm a big Snake King fan actually. So if Snake King's playing offlane, I'll let him be the best offlaner in NA. I think
Snake King's
he's
underrated
4.
for sure.
Yeah.
I like MSS too whenever he actually is playing core.
Yang knows who my favorite carry is.
Who is?
I say Yang knows who my favorite carry is.
Who's his favorite carry?
I thought he'd say Mason, so I'm not sure.
No, I'm talking about an actual professional. Mason's off the team right now. I'm talking about like an actual team.
I don't know, dude.
Plays Wraith King a lot, Yang. South America.
Oh, of course, dude, of course.
Oh yeah. You a big fan?
I'm a big fan. Yank doesn't know what the fuck his name is. Hector. Yeah, I love
You know,
Like,
I won intermediate that season, and I basically was playing Wraith King like Hector. Just
Yeah,
first
I mean,
pick Wraith King and just AFK farm, get Radiance at 17, 18 minutes, and run down lanes with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still super strong to do that. Like it's like you can still like do that in any game if you want to. I mean now I see people go like Armlet Deso AC, but like the Radiance is like I think it's value.
I think you
It's
have to
just-
be really careful playing an AFK carry right now, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need lane presence, if not full on fighting.
Yeah.
Like it's a really bad AM patch, even though it should be a good one because you can go late, but
Yeah.
the hero's very weak, very early on, so
Weak.
which sucks. But you know, once the persona comes out, it's gonna be a brand new dawn for
Keep
for
your head
AM.
up, King. Keep your head up, King.
He does, man. In the picture, his head's way up.
Yeah.
I feel blessed.
Man, but real talk, when did you guys start playing Dota? Like, did you guys when did you 5 become Dota team squad going on where you guys played?
All right. So we all met about like 6 or 7 years ago in a guild
Other than
called
Orange.
like other than Orange, in a guild called Noob of the Ancients. That was before Source. Do you remember Source 1?
No, I didn't play till 2013.
Okay, so the client.
Oh, there
used to
was
look different then.
guilds. That was still Source 1.
Yeah.
2013 was still
Yeah.
Source 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't join
And
any
so-
guild.
Yeah, so there was a guild called Noob of the Ancients, and it was like a mix of everybody, different MMRs. It was like a place to like learn how to play the game. And my first experience, me and Yank met. He was first playing the game. I played it for like a month at that point, and he put a ward in a camp, and I yelled at him, and that was the first time we.
I was not in a camp, but basically the first time we played, you know, we would like in this guild we would, you know, it would be a mix of ranks or whatever, you know, 3Ks playing with 2Ks playing with 1Ks, an unranked game, you know, helping each other learn and stuff. And you know, I was primarily playing support back then, just trying to learn the game. And defaults on my team, you know, playing Timbersaw, and like I guess he's one of the more senior members of this guild to whatever degree that mattered. And you know, this entire game, I'm just placing wards in places, and you know, I mean, default is, you know, he was once 2,000 behavior score, and it really showed that game that we first played together. And I was like, man, like screw this guy, like he's just flaming me, like whatever, like you know, but
I'm the
and like
nice guy on Earth. I'm the
yeah,
nice
and
guy
I
on
was
Earth.
like, man, like I'm not playing with this guy again, like screw him. And you know, after thinking about the game, like that night, you know, I had a dark night of the soul. You know, I thought about the game. I'm like, you know what? Maybe this kid might be a little bit right about my wording. You know, so I gave him another shot, played with him again. You know, and we had a good time, and from there we've been good friends and playing a lot of Dota together. So we played like supports together. We played, you know, he and I have played every role but mid. Like we played mid occasionally, but you know, he and I have played a lot of roles together. We played 3 and 4, 4 and 3, 4 and 5,
Me and Yank are really
safe
good
lane
lane
and
together.
5, like whatever it is. So
Me and Yank have really good synergy. We always play if we can, we always play in the lane. Like that's like our deal. Like in this team, I'm the off laner, but my main position usually is 4. And like Yank would play the off lane back in the day, and we had a lot of fun doing that.
yeah,
I'll actually be right back because I have an emergency real quick I have to take care of. But I'll join back when I'm done.
that's right. Yeah,
Okay, sounds good.
I'll keep it occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so in that group, you know, it was us two as well as Silent and J24, and we would play in houses and all these things. And you know, since after the guild system got removed, we continued to play together. And you know, from there, occasionally would, you know, try and join like various leagues or maybe play open qualifiers, but never really played super competitively together. All of us have taken extended hiatuses from Dota, which I think is kind of probably the natural progression of any Dota player. Is to like, if you're not pro, you're gonna like quit the game for 8 months and say you're never gonna play it again. Then it always comes calling back. Like, but about a year ago, our mid player Silent brought his anime loving anime guitar hero playing friend Orange Lightning into the Dota scene, and I guess he was playing before that, but he started playing with us, and I came back to Dota in March, like during the COVID pandemic. I had quit after TI9.
Yeah, me and Yank both quit at the same time because we had a sniper in our game and mega tilted and quit the game.
Yeah, I think like it was just one of those games, you just quit for a few months, and a few months turned into like almost a year for me.
And I was at school, so I didn't play. I was participating in fraternity, so I didn't play either.
Yeah, but once the COVID stuff happened, we all kind of like those of us who weren't playing decided to come back, and eventually, once we significantly derusted, we decided to kind of look for a league to play together with all this like new free time. Although some of us are back to work now. That's kind of where we're at now. So,
yeah.
I never stopped working. I didn't get the treatment of staying home. I had to show up to work, working my 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
In my office. Not my cubicle. My cubicle. Yeah.
My stapler.
I don't need to staple anything.
Do you ever watch Office Space?
Do I? Oh, actually, yeah. Our cube. So my company's kind of around. Has a few offices. It's not mine, but where I work, and there's people with offices and stuff. But
No, I meant
cubicle wise, I have a lot of
did you ever
cubicle
watch the movie
space.
Office Space? I mean, have you ever watched the movie Office Space before?
Yeah, the movie Office Space.
Oh, no.
That's an old classic, dude.
Yeah,
You'd like it.
Old classic.
I'm really bad at watching movies, dude. I do know what. I just don't. I'm trying to do more with like Netflix and stuff, but I'd rather just do something than sit down and watch something. Except for Dota, dude. I watch so much Dota. Like if I can watch it over, I'll watch that, and I watch sports. I'm a big hockey fan, NHL.
Nice.
A little NBA, some MLB.
What's your teams? Lay them out.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh Penguins, man.
Oh, really? Not a Canadian team.
Whoa. Vancouver Canucks.
Are you a fan of the Penguins because of Crosby?
No, dude. Actually, I have. I think I have 5 jerseys. 4 are fake. 1 is real, and none of them are Crosby, and they're all Pittsburgh jersey players. I have an older Canucks jersey too.
I'm sure you got a Evgeny Malkin jersey then at least.
I have a Malkin jersey, dude. I was a huge Ollie Mata fan. And what do they now? He's on Chicago. I hate Chicago. Boston. Those are, I think, Washington Capitals, Philadelphia, top 4 teams I hate.
Don't disrespect the Flyers like that.
Well, no wonder you're like you don't like the Penguins, dude. Giroux's a good player. Giroux's a really good player. He's not a Crosby or Malkin, but
see, as a Philadelphia, as a Philadelphia fan of all teams there, I hate every other team in existence equally. So it's all good.
I respect the Flyers though. I respect them. I think the Flyers play nicer than what the Capitals I think are a pretty dirty team compared to the Flyers.
My favorite hockey player of all time is fucking Ron Hextall. He was literally disgusting. I love him so much.
Yeah, I don't know who would be my favorite hockey player of all time, man. I don't think I exactly have one. Like age-wise, and like I just kind of think to myself, and I'm like, I don't think I really have that guy. I'm like, yeah, he is my favorite player of all time. Maybe I always liked Erik Karlsson. I've always liked watching him play.
He's good.
I
like Wayne Simmons a lot too. Like right now, like Wayne Simmons, he got traded to the Devils. R.I.P. Wayne.
Yeah.
But Wayne's always a good one. Like, but like I don't really like watching hockey too much anymore because like they keep like taking away the like they keep making like it's just harder for them to like be aggressive. Like I miss like when they used to actually like be able to hit each other, not fight wise, but actually be able to check each other. Like now if you check somebody, it's just like you get like a major.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fun.
This season they made a lot of rule changes and scoring's up. Like so many players are having career years, and people are like, "See, McDavid's the next." And I'm like, "Well, Draisaitl and multiple other players are doing just almost as well as him." Like they made this year. Like if you asked me if Stamkos 5 years ago, Crosby 5 year, Ovechkin, they're gonna have their career year. Where Ovechkin scored 65 goals in that one year, right? That was his career. Did he
Right.
hit 65? That was his highest, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, now I have to search it, man. Google Ovechkin season stats. Give
Over
me
checking.
hockey. Wait, do I want to hockeydb.com? Yeah, he had that
My
1 year
girl,
65. If he was in today, wherein he was in 2007, 2008 form or 2008, 2009 form, he's scoring above 60 again.
Yeah.
You know,
my girl is literally the biggest Capitals fan on goddamn earth. Like she loves Ovechkin so much. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I hate their whole entire. I don't know. Tom Wilson is dirty guy. Like he needs to be suspended so much more. You know, you like the dirtiness. I don't. I like seeing the players have skill. I'm not. I don't know about all this extra scoring though, but maybe
Are
that's what
you
happens.
are you a Raptors fan?
Yeah. So for the NBA, I always cheer for the Raptors, and you.
Were you happy with this with the past performance?
How can you not be? How can and even this year you didn't expect a lot, dude. You know,
Yeah.
it kind of stung, but I think everybody knew Kawhi Leonard wasn't gonna stay. That
Yeah.
was a ballsy move, dude. That team somehow stepped up everybody, man. It's
That's real
insane.
basketball. When shit like that can happen, and it's not about superstars, but like if like I mean like LeBron can LeBron figured out that he couldn't carry a whole team, right? I mean he
Mhm.
can, but like it's really hard to. But when a whole team comes together and like plays like 100%, like they can
Yeah.
literally do what like they can do what they want.
Yeah.
Like a team that actually doesn't trade players constantly, people are able to form synergies, friendships, and bonds. Like they will outdo anybody. It's like the old Celtics before the Celtics, they had the whole their roster was like all 40 years old, but like when like really long, like probably like 10 years ago. But they all played on the same team for like over 10 years. That's why they
Yeah.
were really good.
I actually hate LeBron James. Just putting that out there. You know, not hate. I think he's overrated. He's a good player. I can't say he's a good. I can't say he's not a good player. I think he's overrated. But I will say, Miami Heat, when he joined that team, god damn it, was that a star stack team, and they only won two. But I will say this: Cleveland taking that one win in 2016, that's impressive. That
Oh
is
yeah.
super impressive. That's like they slid in there, and I don't think they should have been the team to win, but somehow they managed to do it. You know, so that's got to be something.
Yeah, I'm a Sixers fan, and
Yeah.
our center likes to play like he's a point guard, and it infuriates me every single time I watch. I get so mad. Ben Simmons needs to learn that he is 9 foot and he can just like do a layup. Like he doesn't have to like be the assist king as a center,
Yeah.
or even yeah,
Nah.
or even as power forward. I think he plays power forward when
Embiid plays center.
yeah, that's what the Either way, that like you're 9 foot, which means you're solid 2 feet above like everybody. I don't know, like he's a big guy. He can do what he wants, but he doesn't do it. Do you watch American football, or are you a Canadian football fan?
The only time I really watch CFL is I live in Saskatchewan, so I go see the Rough Riders. You know, a couple
Okay.
times a year usually. Not yet right now, but you know, last year I went twice. The year before that I went twice.
Who the Rough Riders?
NFL, I'm a Steelers fan, and usually I only watch during playoffs, dude. I actually Pittsburgh's my city, dude. I put it all on Pittsburgh, so
Yeah,
I even
interesting.
baseball. I do cheer for the Blue Jays, but if they're not doing tight, dude, I cheer for the Pirates. I'll cheer
I
for
mean, the
both.
Pirates aren't
never
doing.
do
The
tight.
Pirates never do tight, so I bet
They
you're
don't.
cheering for the Blue Jays a lot. So
I honestly, straight up, I cheer for the Blue Jays way more than the Pirates,
Yeah.
but I do
Yank-
cheer for the Pirates.
Yank's a big Lightning fan.
Tampa Bay
Yank's a
Lightning,
big- yeah, Yank's a big Lightning fan.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude. How do you feel that they got knocked out in the first round after having like the best season ever
I mean, it's I
and
don't know.
getting
Tampa
destroyed?
Tampa sports is weird because
He's also
it's
a
like
big
the
Buccaneers
most.
fan.
It's the most like fair weather fan city where like people only cheer for the teams when they're good. Like no one likes the Rays unless they're good.
Yeah.
And same with the Bucks. So like
The Buccaneers
it
are never
sucked.
good.
It sucked because I like the Lightning, but it was also like kind of funny because everyone was like the moment it happened, like people were like, oh, like yeah, the Lightning. I knew the Lightning were gonna do bad. Like they're fucking terrible. Blah blah blah. And it's just like, come on, dude. Like you're cheering for them when they fucking won the President's Cup. Like don't pretend you don't like the Lightning anymore. You know. So I don't know.
See,
I mean,
this is why-
it sucks that it happened, but I got my one Stanley Cup in 04, so you know that's about as much as I want to invest in the hockey. Like I got, like I'm a Yankees fan, obviously by my name, so baseball is like the sport that I really care about.
Mhm.
Um,
I thought you were a Daddy Yankee fan, so
yeah,
that
I mean
tricked
both,
me.
All
both,
I'm saying is every other city can take points from Philadelphia for being good fans, which is like, or even Buffalo, which is just like, if you hate everybody else equally so much and you just love your own team no matter how bad they're doing, like it's just a fun time all around.
Yeah, I think if you're a Philadelphia Flyers fan or a Philly fan of
Everything.
sports,
I love
right?
everything. I literally
You,
fucking love
you're a diehard fan. You're a diehard fan. If you live in Philly or if you're just a Philly fan, 100%. I think probably a lot of the same for Boston as well. I think that city, if you're your team, you're a Bruins fan. Fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
All I'm saying is Boston kissed my ass. Fuck the Celtics. Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck the Red Sox.
Yeah.
It sucks. Fair enough. No, I'm not the biggest baseball fan, but I watched the Raptors, and I watched live with the Bautista bat flip. Man, did he ever screw himself over contract wise? Thinking, give me so much money, comes back as like the worst season, but he's a millionaire anyway, so
yeah,
he could buy
the
my
Phillies
house
spent
multiple
all their
times
money.
over.
The Phillies just spent all their money on one player. I'm not gonna say anything about it, as he, Bryce did hit a home run a couple times, but we did spend all of our money on him.
That's baseball. But right now, are we getting a season? Am I gonna watch a Blue Jays game randomly when I'm at a bar?
I don't know. Dude. One of the kids I know from back at home, I guess we're all older now, but like I used to I beat him in basketball in street basketballs. I beat him once, so I'm never gonna play him again. But he's probably gonna get recruited to the Phillies as a relief pitcher at first, at least.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I know him, but they're still looking at him. So they're still proactively, I think the season's going to start up. Like I don't know if they're going to do it this season. I like watching baseball sometimes, so winter's going to come around the corner here, so I might just have to find a way to watch like Dominican baseball, something like that. But
yeah, and next year they said there's probably going to be a lockout, so I don't know. I'm seeing those deals by the owners, like they say this many games, but you only get 75% of your salary. I'm like, no, give them their full amount of salary per game, not like 100%. But come on, like fans are going to show up and watch, or the TV deals are insane. Like baseball, I don't know.
They're cutting their salary because of the virus, right?
Well, no, but the idea is they're saying, hey, you play 70 games, but we're only going to give you 75% of those 70 games. So like per game, right?
Because there's gonna be no fans, so they're trying to like recoup the money.
I mean, really, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Those people make more money than I'll ever see in my entire life. They can suck it up.
So do the owners. They're billionaires.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. They can literally suck it up. I mean,
it's tough.
Yeah.
The thing about baseball is you have 100. It's 162 games, right? Like it's a very long season. You're playing almost every day. Honestly, out of all the top 4 sports, you're away from your family the most.
Yeah, it's also I think it's also like not the most injury risk in terms of like you're gonna be permanently disabled if you tear your elbow, but it's like so hit or miss. Like if you tear your elbow once, your career may be over, and it's like only due to the stress of the game itself. So
Another one of my
it's
friends.
very like
Yeah.
insecure.
Well, people
Well,
were
I-
worried about McDavid, dude. His injury, like if he got the injury in 1980s, it might took him 2 years to come back.
Yeah.
And then he's not going to be as good. Like it's insane. All sports, like NBA, like that. Oh my! Honestly, players are getting bigger and they're getting stronger in every sport. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. I think that's why we see so many more injuries now. I think there's more injuries now than before.
Yeah, a lot more parts to break, basically.
Well,
You're going
Well,
so fast, things
Mhm.
just twist and tear.
I mean, I mostly put it down to there's so many injuries. I mean, you're right, but also people are like way more in shape now because like we like physical therapists. I don't know what are they called, trainers, whatever. People
Mhm.
working
Yeah.
the team. They're very good at getting
Strength
you
and
in peak,
conditioning, yeah.
yeah, like they're very good at getting you in peak physical form. But like back in the day, that's not how it was. Like they kind of like they were stronger than average person, but they're still like average people.
Yeah.
Like
They would also like do cocaine and stuff like randomly.
smoke
Like they would do
cigarettes.
random shit that they would just like smoke cigs. Like it wasn't really healthy.
Yeah.
Did
They were
ban
having a
cigarettes
coke.
at baseball yet? Did they ban cigs yet?
They did, yes.
Did they
They
ban
banned like dip and stuff too, yeah.
They did. Oh my, that's a
Yeah.
ban and dip must fucking ruin. Like I think they did that. People were fucking losing their fucking minds. Like, oh my god. I don't know. I mean, I guess for the stands, it makes sense. But like, if you're a player, man, and you want to like smoke a cigarette, or whatever, I really don't see a difference with it. Like, give it like a little zone. I mean, people like to rip darts. I mean, baseball's really not a fucking intensive sport. Like, you do like a burst run, or you have to hit a bat. Like, I really don't think you need to be in the peak human shape. I mean, look at what's his name? The big, like the fucking fat guy on what was he on the Yankees?
You talk
There's
about Babe
Bartolo
Ruth?
Colon. Well, there's
Back
Bartolo
then.
Colon who was like 43 years old and still pitching. So
Yeah, whatever. Hey, he's fucking huge. Like, that's peak. That's peak physical performance right there coming at you.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that everybody's getting stronger, bigger, and I think because now everybody, athleticism has increased. So,
Yeah.
it's that's my opinion of sports. For all these people listening that enjoy 82L, I actually think 82L has a lot of sports fans, so I think they'll
Yeah.
enjoy it. Opinions. Maybe I'll get some dislikes because I like the Penguins and Pittsburgh, but I feel like you're allowed two teams. I always, I got to increase my odds of getting a championship, dude.
No, I think the fairest thing I go like one team for each conference or league within a given sport.
Well, that's my issue,
'cause
dude. Pirates are
And
still
then the same. Yeah.
they're there.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she actually works as a hairstylist, and she works at a sports kind of hair place, and she basically watches sports all day. She's a Penguins fan, but I think that's where we end which team we cheer for. So I told her she couldn't be a Philadelphia Flyers fan.
Yes, you can.
Dude, I don't know what you do. I actually listen. If I ever have a kid and he pops out and he says I'm a Flyers fan, that's when I say, yeah, and you're adopted, and I give him the boot.
straight to the fucking
I'll
orphanage,
take
dude.
him in. I'll fucking take him in. And show him more about.
Nice and good backup plan. No, how are you guys though bringing it back? Towards the end. This is an 82L FirerySide chat, 82L podcast, kind of vodka. I don't know. It's something. To be honest, sometimes there's very little 82L, but I'm gonna bring it back quickly. You guys are in contender. Team Backwoods. You're in tied for second place. You are out of the 14 teams because it's my first time. Got pulled out because of Smurf, and you know what? I've seen it too. what they didn't give out the reason, but 100%, it's my first time needs to get kicked out. Rice
Mm.
Babies, you know, you guys came back for a week and didn't play, and now you're back in intermediate because
Yeah, the
you got to
papers were
finish
not in
out your
order. So,
season.
yeah.
So yeah, you're tied. You're tied for second though. How are you feeling? It's your first season. You know you're around teams like Pot of Greed is new. WSS Kobolds is a bunch of players from the past. Then you got Petting Zoo, who's been playing many seasons. Savage Sabers, a couple of seasons now. Extra Knives. You know, I think this is their third or fourth season now. Like you're
Yeah.
around all these teams, and then the Pot of Greed and you are in the top three, and you guys are kind of newcomers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's been exciting. All of our series have been really, really exciting. Our first series against Pandemonium, we had like the nerves and like we got out there, picked up an early win, and then we had like 90-minute game where Pandemonium just like came back from Mega Creeps and like so well played by them.
We forgot to fortify, man. Oh my
Yeah,
God, I'm
there
so
were a
good
few
at
in a 90-minute game. There's gonna be a few mistakes, and we made some egregious ones, but we had a great series of routers of Rohan. I think Volt is one of the players in the league, even if their record is a little bit, behind. I genuinely think Volt's probably maybe the best mid laner in the league, even over my own mid laner. So that series was super exciting.
Fuck silent.
Yeah. um, and then we played 4 series, right? We played Petting Zoo Rejects. Had a 1-1 there. That was a closely fought match. They're in fourth place, I think, or third or fourth. After the tie.
We just watched the and
Yeah,
that's
and then
it, right? And then
yeah,
and then
no,
just
we just played PSGS, which was like another high ranked match that we like somehow scraped out and got a 2-0. So we're really enjoying the competition. We played Pot of Greed this week. I believe
Amazing.
Jukester may be casting. I heard. I
Yeah,
don't know if I'm leaking anything, but I believe Jukester himself may be
Juicer is
casting the
gonna
game.
cast that.
So
Yeah, Juicer did hit himself to cast that.
He's okay.
So-
He's okay. You know, he's all right. You know.
yeah, so so I think it's gonna be an exciting match. I know a lot of people are gaming Pot Agreed the 2-0, and we have an uphill battle for sure. We have an uphill climb against them because they look very, very, very impressive. We have a couple ideas in mind, but it's all about executing them. But in general, like we want to get the playoffs. Hopefully, we can get a first round bye. I think we play Pot Agreed and then maybe like Kobolds next week. So it's going to be we're hitting the hard part of the Swiss format. But we'll just kind of see how it shakes out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, I watched the contender content that they did on us, and they counted us out pretty much, and so I can't wait to prove their asses wrong. And that's what I'm saying on that.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been trying to do it, but it takes a lot of time. Doing content takes 2 hours out of my day, and it's a little difficult when the girls around, especially in this place because the TV's right there.
Yeah,
That's where
You
she.
can't hide in the corner.
Yeah, dude, the couch is right there, dude. This is a tiny place, dude. My computer's in here, TV. This couch isn't even mine, dude.
Damn.
I don't even own a couch.
Whose is it? Whose couch is that?
It's a semi-furnished place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like the only thing that is really mine for Big Wise furniture is like the TV stand in my bed. That's it. And I didn't have the TV before I moved here. Yeah, I was TV-less. So we're moving into a big place, have nothing to put in it. It's exciting. That's why
Yeah.
I'm just saying no. Team Fireryman, yeah, just have to come up to Saskatchewan. I'm not paying for your way there. I'm not paying for your food while you live with me. You also have to pay a little bit of rent. Cheap, really cheap though. Not a lot. Not a lot. I have 5 rooms. I literally have 5 rooms. We can each have our own room. We'll be
What,
playing.
One room for each player. Perfect.
Yeah, Ron.
We'll
Do you
also yes.
Do you take American?
100.
Thank you.
Dude, American's even better, dude.
Thank you.
Dude, if anything, it's like when yeah, yeah, it'd be good. It would be good. And then downstairs will be designated we'll have the 5 computers also linked up, or battle stations.
Open up the internet cafe downstairs. You gotta open it up.
For yeah. And then
Yeah, open it up.
upstairs is kind of like the BTS where they eat upstairs. They can hang out. Maybe we get a pool table or something, or
You can watch RTZ walk around in his underwear on accident. You know? Yeah.
It is in Canada, so you may see RTZ up there.
Yeah, you never know. Arteezy might hear of this team house and be like, "Dude, I'm in."
The day I cross the border to Canada is the day the rapture happens. So I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just letting you know, Team Fireman. I'm thinking like I only want like I don't know, $400. $400 a
That's
room.
not too bad.
That's easy. That's
cheap. That's what I thought. I'm like, that's cheap, but I don't think that's happening. I don't think it lasts long either.
How many square feet is the place you were looking at? Square meters. I'm sorry.
No, we go by square feet still, dude.
Oh, okay.
And housing, because the thing is like tiles and everything, and construction. Honestly, a lot of construction is still in Imperial. So
greatness. Sorry.
Oh, you still have the queen on your dollars, so
yeah, the queen is there.
So we
haven't had the queen on our dollars for 400 years, but we can't all be so lucky.
Yeah.
It's over 1,300. It's a huge place.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I ain't sharing the garage parking spot though.
I'll live in the garage.
What? No, dude, you got a room. I have 5 rooms, man. I think one room's kind of a room, but it isn't. I forget if it has a door or not, and I don't have any pictures of it.
Dude, trust me, I'm literally growing a mullet right now. Like I just live in the garage.
No, you just put the worst performing player in the room without a door, so he has to sleep in public for that night.
Well, like it's closed off. It might have a door, it might not. Like I think that it's a nice room. Actually, there's a closet in there, so it's a big closet and it has a door. So like Harry Potter, that's where we put them.
How cold does it get up there in Saskatchewan?
Well, I live, anything Saskatoon and lower southern Saskatchewan, and that's where most Saskatchewanians live, right? So it's cold. It's cold. It can get really cold, like -30 Celsius for a week or two. A lot of time the summer's around -10 Celsius.
Yeah. Yank. I don't know if you speak Fahrenheit, but if anything's beneath 50 degrees Fahrenheit, Yank can't survive physically. He'll just die.
Well, Yank might die because it's definitely below 50 Fahrenheit. But Saskatchewan has 4 seasons. It has winter, June, July, August. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It snowed in May. Dude, and it was really warm for a week and a half in April, and then it was cold. Like I'm telling you, like in the mornings, you can put on a hoodie until like 12 and take it off. Like I don't know. It's different. I lived in Ontario. It's nice because like even at nighttime, because of the lakes and everything, it's just warm, and winters are like pretty mild. Like I for the one winter in Ontario, I didn't have to near the Great Lakes. I didn't even need a jacket. I just put on like a heavier sweater on top of a sweater, and I was good. Like a heavy sweater. But yeah, no, you need a jacket. Do you know what a toque is?
I do not.
I don't think so.
Oh my god. Well, it's like you just put on your head and it covers your ears and your head and keeps you warm.
You mean one of those Russian hats?
No. Those aren't the same, dude. Let me grab a toque. You guys keep the people.
So,
you keep the guys.
I'm not about that.
Oh, we got a toque coming out.
I'm waiting. Hold on. Let me pull the stream back up. I'm ready for it.
I feel like I have a mental image of what this is, but I don't know if I'm prepared for it. Because I'm thinking like, first of all, I don't even know how to spell it to type it in Google to see what it is, so it will be a massive surprise for me.
You know, covers your head. I was looking for my Penguins toque though, dude.
I would have cried.
And my Penguins toque, you know, it has like the little ball at the top, dude, and everything. And I don't know where it is though. So, because it's summer, so I stashed it away somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's way too warm for this. But yeah, no, probably not a great place for the team house.
Yeah.
But no, I like it. I like it. You know, free healthcare,
Most certainly.
good jobs.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. But we'll get off the Saskatchewan topic, and my team house that probably won't ever happen because of where I
Yeah.
reside, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to live with 4 other strangers. Really,
Especially for Dota. Especially
Yeah.
for Dota players, you never know what you're gonna get.
1 week of it would be great. Like if I
Oh, a beanie? It's a beanie?
no. Well, okay, that one looks like a beanie. That was a bad example. But like usually they're heavier and like just search up toque.
How do you spell
TOQUE. Literally the first result of toque. That's the good example right there. You have the big ball there. You have the
that?
double
woman's
layer.
small hat.
No.
That's
What
it
the?
says. It says woman's small hat.
No, that's not what it says for me.
And then I see a chef's hat.
I don't know what this guy's looking at, man. This is just a disgrace for all Canadians. There's a lot of Canadians in this league. Heck, there was a team called Team Canada one season, like season 22 or something like that. There is multiple Canadians that play in this league. Lots of people from Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver seems to
so
be a
so
Dota
it is
hotspot
just a
for sure.
beanie.
It's not a beanie, dude. It's a toque.
It's a super beanie.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know what
Dude,
to call it.
don't call it a beanie, bro. It's not a beanie. It's a toque.
It's okay. The only headwear I know is snapback hats at beach parties. So
Yeah,
that's, that's
I
the
wear my fitted cap.
Caribbean lifestyle,
I
Dude.
wear the fitted, as you know, Yank. I got my Eagles fitted hat. Got the fitted out.
I like both, man. I like snapbacks. I like baseball caps. I like it all flat. I have both. I have a Dota 2 hat.
Do you guys munch on poutine up there?
Okay, it's not pronounced like that. It's Putin.
Poutine?
Putin. Yes. It's not pronounced. Everybody that pronounce it poutine is wrong. Does teenager have a T-I-N-E in it? No, it's Putin. It came from Quebec, and that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, a lot of people do.
Quebec.
I'd say the
Quebec.
best place I ever had though was it was next to the beer store. It was before I could have beer, but it was the best poutine I have ever had. The guy woke up at 4 a.m. He would cut his potatoes to make fries, and when he ran out of potatoes, he'd be done. And sometimes he was done at noon, because that's how fast it went. He honestly made a killing. Sometimes it was
That's how you know it's a good
fast.
business.
That's a good scarcity model too. It's like, all right, you gotta form up a line. Low supply, high demand.
Exactly.
Sometimes it was still supper and stuff. He'd go ham on some days. Probably, knew what days people came in for the beer store. Oh, Thursday, people getting their checks. Dude, okay, I have a question. You guys are both over 21, right? In the States, you can't drink till 21, right?
Correct.
Correct.
I thought the beer store was gonna go. The liquor store, I thought it was gonna be not a necessity. I thought a lot of stores were gonna close down. Thankfully, the liquor store is considered a necessity. But
Of
then
course,
I looked
of course,
silly.
of course.
I had basically I don't have a beer fridge, so I basically had the bottom of my fridge covered in booze. And
That's the way to live, to be honest. That's the way to live, to be honest.
Well, I'll do one better. Even the marijuana stores here were considered essential.
Very essential.
Yeah. My girlfriend goes to in Canada. It's legal everywhere, and you could go in. So
Yeah, I don't smoke, but like my pops does, and he was pretty happy that the store stayed open here.
yeah, I was happy at the liquor store, man. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. Like,
I totally gained weight actually during it. Dude, actually, in Saskatchewan, there's only one case in southern Saskatchewan, a couple in Regina, a couple in Saskatoon, and the rest are like in the north area. So it's kind of mostly defeated in Saskatchewan. And you know what? Not to get this in I don't think COVID's like political or anything like that, but not to like dive too deeply in this. But COVID, not as big of a deal as I thought it was when it started, because I thought it was huge. I
Yeah.
was eating all of it up because like I was reading, I'm like, dude, the death rate's 3% right now. While you're talking, the
Yeah.
death rate is the same as the flu.
yeah. It's just that we don't have a vaccine, which is why so many people die.
But it's the same as the flu. Like the flu kills 80,000 people. COVID killed 100. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
COVID's
Yeah.
still killing people and yada yada, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Like, it's not good, but it's not like a
Right.
pandemic. Like, you know,
The thing with America is that like the reason it's so like bad here is because like I don't know, like I don't really know Canada wise, but like Yankee down from here, like Americans love to do what they want. Like we respect our individual freedom more than anything else. Like our society is very individualistic.
Yeah.
And so when you strip that away, it pisses people off. And so like they did that here, and like our social distancing might have been social distancing, but it was like as lax it was as lax as you could possibly make it, and people are still mad, and like people here don't like being told what to do by the government because they see it as tyrannical.
Yeah.
I I honestly thought you were gonna say I don't know about Canada, but America's fat, and I was gonna say Canada actually is just as fat. You know, so, but then
There's
you went
something
in
in the something in
freedom.
the winds over here on this continent.
Yeah,
I believe
Well,
Mexico has the same problem as well. So
a lot of
let me hit up Victoria.
American culture comes to Canada. Honestly, like we have our differences. We're very different people, but a lot of it does come to us.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I really like. I mean, this is very American of me to say, but like, I love living here just because like most people like I see like things where like I like our government type. I'm a big fan of the republic. I don't like the parliamentary system. I mean, I am a political science major, so this is why this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm a big fan of just of America's respect towards individual freedom as much as it can. Every once in a while, there's like things that like the American people find out that the government this, the government did that, and I mean, as soon as people find out, like it's over for what they were trying to do. Like we're very much concerned about liberty and being able to be as free as possible in a society that's upstanding. And right now in America, people aren't as free as they should be, as you can see, you probably heard on the news. So it's a good thing. I think it's really good what's happening right now. We're actually coming to senses here. They should have in the past. So like I'm like right now like I'm just proud.
Fair enough. Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. I like Canada. I'm not gonna shit on Americans.
Yeah.
Not shit on Canadians. Everybody's different. But
yeah, I think every country has its
Has ups
pros
and
and its
downs.
cons. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm just happy.
Better not find oil up there. I'm saying. Better be careful about the oil supply up there.
Listen, we got Kinder
I think
eggs,
it's-
man. You got
I
Kinder
believe
eggs? Didn't think so.
Speaking of oil in Canada, I've heard Alberta is the Texas of Canada in terms of a lot of oil, a lot of cowboy hats. Is that true?
Yeah, Alberta, even Saskatchewan has a lot of oil. Not as much as Alberta, but I'd say very similar to the southern Republican countries.
Yeah.
Like Texas. You
Mhm.
know, very similar. Yeah, there. It's very interesting. It's very Canada is very diverse, like the USA, and
Mhm.
provinces have different values and people.
Right.
The pipeline shutting down, but it's like, man, oil's so low, you're not even making your money off the pipeline, guys, right now. And I
Yeah.
listen. I live in Saskatchewan. The best thing for Saskatchewan is if oil goes back up. So
Right.
for me, especially now that I bought a house,
Mhm.
because as soon as oil goes up, the house price goes up.
Right.
But I did
Property
buy
values.
a maybe possible forever home, so we'll see.
Might want to dig on that new property too. Make sure you don't have a oil well yourself. You could really fucking drive those prices up.
Uh,
I
but back to what we were talking about before there about like I think pop culture is really funny though, and like my favorite depiction of Canada in pop culture has to be the South Park Canadian. That's like my favorite thing ever. I don't know how Canadians feel about that, but that's like my favorite thing. Do you watch South Park at all?
Yeah, I watch an episode time to time. I'm not a religious follower of South Park. I literally just don't like. I understand what South Park does. I think it's awesome that they make their episode for that week and try to put as much stuff in. I literally, I don't have cable. I never really watched it often. I, you know what? I bought Netflix and then let my family use it, and I didn't use it for 2 years.
Oh,
I just don't watch. I watch sports. I watch Dota. I watch other esports like big esports events. Um, except for Overwatch because it sucks. And
yeah.
I play video games. I'd honestly rather play or watch a video game than watch a lot of shows. Once in a while, I do sit down and watch stuff, but
You getting
I
the PS5 later this year, or are you just
um
PC only?
I'm PC only right now. My girlfriend has a PS4. If there's gonna be a PS5 in my house, it's probably her buying it. If I had to buy
Gotcha.
something, I'd buy an Xbox. Is it Xbox X right now?
I don't know what it's called, but I had
Yeah, I don't
Halo
even
One.
know.
I'm buying it.
I think
Uh,
they alternate between Xbox X and Xbox One, like every other iteration. So
they go
Yeah.
places, dude. They go Xbox, Xbox 360,
yeah,
Xbox.
they
You
skip
know, one.
359 versions and then skip back to one. So
Uh,
The next,
honestly,
this is going to Xbox. Next one's going to Xbox, and one after this is going to the Xbox 360.
Hmm.
So keep going again.
if
But like,
you, sorry.
I'll say like I'm probably gonna buy the new Xbox though because like I love Halo so much, and I want the and when the new Halo comes out, I'm just gonna buy the Xbox just so I can play Halo. That's the only reason I'm gonna buy it.
Well, something Microsoft has been doing really well now is all their exclusives. Like you can play on the PC, so you can buy a controller and
Mhm.
play on the PC too. Like honestly, like consoles and PC integration is happening more and more, which I
yeah,
think is good. I really do. Have you guys seen the memes for the Xbox, the new Xbox and the new PS5? Like one of them is like the PS5 looks like a futuristic sports stadium. I actually don't
oh
like.
yes, I've seen that one.
By the way,
I've seen that one. Yeah,
I don't think the PS5 is that. I actually don't think it looks good. Like if we have to look at aesthetics, the
aesthetically.
Xbox wins. Also, I have to look at each hardware. They're always very close, you know. So usually, but aesthetically, there's no question. Give me the Xbox. If I was just going off of looks, the PS5 is like it looks like you took a console from 2000. Like you're like, man, I'm gonna make a console. It's gonna be awesome, and you're like futuristic from 2000 or something. I don't know.
Sorry about that noise. The goons are riding around on their dirt bikes right now around my neighborhood.
The goons.
Yeah, like I don't, they 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 live like a couple places, like a couple like probably like 5 miles away in a different like area, but like they ride their motorcycles like all over. Like I don't know how the cops don't get them, but
Mhm.
they're out and about. That's right. If you heard that noise, I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. No worries. Yeah, I'm mostly PC. To have this PC for a couple more years, get a new one. You know, have
Yeah.
I have a pretty good one. Need to last me a while. You know, house poor.
Yeah.
Battle Pass levels, guys. Let's quickly talk about Battle Pass. You know, Queen of Pain came out on the 11th. Have you guys got to play Queen of Pain yet?
Not the new Arcana. We are I think combined. Me and Default do not have the levels for that. So actually, we probably do. We don't have the Wind Ranger Arcana combined, but
I was Wraithing Arcana.
Yeah, I like it, dude. Skeleton King. I was like, yes, dude, and I like the idea. Kill 100 of the heroes, and
Yeah,
all.
I'm not-
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard for. Like some people have already done it, but they spammed Wraith King guys every game. I think honestly it'd be easier if you were lower MMR to do it because Wraith King's win rates are just so damn high. I'm talking about under like 2K,
yeah.
under 2.5.
Yeah, I like when Arcanas make the hero like I also like these personas. Maybe some people don't, but I like the idea of making a hero completely different from what their normal status is. Like when Rubik won the Arcana, I thought it would have been a really cool idea if they had done the Arcana with him unmasked, which may end up being a persona or something. So I really like the Skeleton King Arcana because it's like so different, and even the Quap Arcana is very different too.
I was hoping for actually when I heard the Invoker, I was thinking Invoker female. I
Yeah.
actually thought anti-mage female. Okay, fine, whatever. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna
okay,
be,
fine.
it's nice, dude. I'll be playing. Listen, it's
Yeah.
what I like about it is that there's a good chance you can still use your past sets. But like Invoker Kid, I was like, guys, you
Yeah, because
know,
with the axe, can you use sets with the axe persona?
not with the Kid. No, Kid will be completely different sets. So all
Well,
those
the
people
Invoker,
that
but
bought the,
but I
well,
think the axe one you can, right?
Axe was like more of an immortal. They said, not a persona.
Okay.
But yes, he can. I wear that really shitty garbage bag on his head, and then he's naked. That's what I do with him. I give him
Yeah.
like the shittiest cosmetic. They did so much to his face, and I'm like, you know what'd be funny? This 10-cent trash bag on his head. You know,
That's how you have to do it to him.
that's what I do. Dude, I think I'm like 7-2 or 10-2 with that here Axe. I fucking hate Axe. If Axe could like leave Dota, that'd be great.
I always play at like Axe, yeah, like I play the hero, right? But whenever I play Axe, we just end up like game. I'm cursing that hero.
If I know the offlaner plays the hero, even if I'm not a safe laner, I'm like, guys, we just got banned here. I just don't want to see that hero. How dare you have a BKB piercing spell
On a 10-second cooldown.
on it? Exactly. How dare you? How dare
Free
you?
RP.
I
RP
just
10-second cooldown ball.
I don't get it. And like people would defend, well, they're still able to attack you, and if they have their BKBs going, your blade mail does no damage. I don't care. Get it out. But Ice Frog does listen to me, and the hero ain't that good right now.
Yeah.
But still, get it out. You guys, sorry.
I said, speaking of Ice Frog, did you guys see how he posted for the first time, and there's degens were like cursing him out on like the forum?
Yeah. They're
Yes.
like- he's like, guys, new patch coming soon. He's like, can't wait to see what you guys think of it. And they're like, please retire.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm
Jesus,
like,
man.
dude, like Jesus, like the man's doing his best.
If did you
and-
see
and-
Overwatch?
Yeah,
and then they're all like, the game's so bad, the game's so bad right now. And then my mentality is like, then why are you playing? Like, if the game's so bad, like why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and people just amaze me, especially people on Reddit. People on Reddit really do.
Oh, dude, I was so mad when everybody's complaining about Side Shop. I did numbers. I tested it. Side Shop gives more chests than, and I'd rather have all that Side Shop gold. Do you know how many Riley spends? I actually did a stream, and I spent so long doing them because I'm over 2,000 on Battle Pass levels. So I had like 48 spins. It was the worst fucking thing I've ever done. It was terrible. I get nothing good out of them.
I had
Ever.
15 more of their shards.
And it
left
takes
to go.
forever to do, too. It's
I
not
had,
even, like, quick.
I had 15 more of those shards to go to get the Arcana. Yank was like amazed that I was like so close already.
Yeah, I actually have
You
so
remember,
many
like-
chests to sell. You go for 4 stars. The key is you just go for 4 stars, and you play it right, and you'll get it. I can get an Arcana for 100% if I sell more treasures. But I like keeping them. I don't know. Keep them. Wait for that day. Maybe they're value. I don't know. Too late. It's tough.
Yank still has my golden jug sword, and you won't give it back.
Yeah, we made a little immortal trade
Trade?
last year, but I gave him the very rare Necrophos immortal. He gave me the Juggernaut golden immortal.
Which
And,
one?
The expensive
The
one.
like TI9 Necrophos immortal is for the Jug Sword's like the gold. I think it was like a TI8 one or something.
Is it the back?
Oh, for Necrophos, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's like, oh my god, that is. I don't have that. That's like $600. This guy's complaining about you haven't given a Gold Immortal sword back, dude. You could buy him for $10. You traded for a $600 set for a $10 set. If anything, Yankee should be upset.
Fireryman, I don't know if you see fire in this room, but you certainly are preaching to it, because I've been telling this guy the entire time, and he just won't let it go.
No, Yankee literally have his Necrophos set back. Oh my god.
Yikes, man! I don't know what to tell you. I just wish I bought sets, earlier, but I didn't have money.
Yeah.
The last 3 years have I really poured money into the Battle Pass, and this might be the last year.
I had that Sven sword, the really expensive Sven sword.
Yeah.
I got it from a one of the treasures, I got the cosmic really rare stuff.
Yeah.
And I got it, and then I could technically sell it for a lot of fucking money, but why sell it when I have the clout?
The Sven sword, I don't know. It's like what, $60?
Yeah, it's $60 is still a lot of money for me. And so
wait a year or two, maybe it'll hit like 200. Maybe, I don't know, dude. I one of my few things I've named is actually my Sven. I have the same sword. I have one of them. I call it Ragnall. Hey, Daddy Yankee, do you know where that's from?
Oh, yeah. Yes, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, as well as Path of Radiance.
Yeah, I call my sword Daddy's Girl. Yep, that's what I call my sword.
Nice. Oh, that's good. Actually.
Maybe now. I have one of those things to rename it.
I don't know. It's the only thing I've ever named, because I was like, man, this is the shit, dude. I don't know. It is a very nice sword. I'd keep the cosmetic. Honestly, I don't know about you, but when I have good cosmetics on a hero, I think I play better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if it's those immortals that change the icon or change the particle effects. Definitely pay to win.
I think the ones that change animations are pay to win, because they can make animations easier to see and hit with. I heard the new Quap Arcana gives you a whip now when you're in melee range.
Yes, it does. I wouldn't say that really helps, but I'd say it is cool. I think you have to be within 300 range or something. Also, Quap Arcana, if you deny something, it's a different deny feature.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I like the question mark, so I can tilt my enemies.
Oh, dude, I love the question mark. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which ping do you have equipped? Which ping do you have equipped?
Which pings?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the chat.
I have the thumbs up ping equipped, so that whenever Yang messes up, I just give him the thumbs up.
Yeah. And I go with the smiley face. So.
Okay, let me just open it up, dude. What's funny is I still use I don't have the observer ward one. I removed it where it was on the chat wheel, and I still use. I think I use the 2 eyes and straight face for that. And I'm like, yeah, guys, I am. This is my. There's a ward there. There's a ward there. I'm opening up. Customize ping wheel. So I got sad face top left. I have the hook. I have the hook on left. My ping spot I mentioned is the 2 eyes and face. I have triple question mark going on.
That's nice. That's nice.
I have 3 coins, and I have the Russian Dava. I have to divide. Thank you. And that's what I got going on. I think those are pretty good and not helpful. Other signs could be good. Like the courier one at level 112 with all these couriers would be pretty useful. But I prefer that my pings aren't useful at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I spray. Dude, oh my god, I've been constantly using my portals. I'm still working on them. I have 500 disco balls still, 400 soccer balls, dude.
I'm not even going to use my portals. Every single time I use the portal, I get the fucking giant head. Every time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I've gotten probably, 4,000 battle pass points, 4 levels out of it, maybe.
What the fuck?
Dude, I've done it 400 times now or something stupid.
Okay. See, that makes me feel better, man. Because we'll be engaged. I would be like, hey, man, I do it like 4 times in a row. And I just get the giant head every time.
Yeah, you get a
And then-
lot of
and, like,
stupid things. Yeah.
And then Silent will do it once in a blue moon and get like 100 bad pass points. Or like he got like an Immortal 3 the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like so mad.
Do you guys think you have a good bring it back to 82L before we close this up soon? Do you guys think you can come back, and do you think you guys can win?
Oh yeah.
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 I mean, it's gonna be tough, but we want that first round bye. You know, we got things to do on Thursday nights.
Do you need that
come
first?
play us.
Do you need it?
We don't need it. But I don't know. We're gonna try our best. Like I said, we have two what we presume will be a tough series against Kobold. I mean, it will be tough against them, but we presume we're gonna be playing them next week, and then this week against Pot of Greed. Both are gonna be tough. So you know, if we can pull out 2 wins out of those 4 games, be satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Take some notes, take them to playoffs, and hopefully go from there.
One thing that we do a lot that helps us a lot is like as soon as we finish a series or like a scrim, like we like to scrim a lot, right? I don't know if you see a spam scrim thing. Like we immediately as a team will watch what we do and what we do wrong, just so we can try to improve right away.
Yeah.
And especially like when we do it against teams in league, you know, it helps us find, you know, like what we're doing wrong, and especially what other teams are doing wrong, so we can capitalize on what they're doing wrong. And I think that helps us win a lot. So.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. I like that. You know, don't give away all your secrets. Teams might start doing that. No, honestly, a lot of the top teams do study. They search, you know, on Dota Buff, and they check all that stuff out. You know, I think that's a key thing. To be honest, if you want a chance to win, you have to do research. You have to talk about it. You have to play your roles.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, Darth was on last. There was, you know, from WSS Cobalt. So I was talking to him, and I told him your team's kind of designed to win, because they actually have an intermediate player from last season that made the grand finals, and the season before that they have an intermediate player, Revamp, who's now Ancient 2, who won 2 seasons ago. And you know, I said this team is designed. I think everybody on WSS Kobolds, and maybe not Repman, has won. I think. Well, I don't know if at Gambit has, but I think everybody there has been in the grand finals or has won.
Yeah.
So you know, they're designed to win. I said, you know, honestly, you're my number 1 pick because you're known and your team's built to win. I said I think there's like a 50-50 chance they win. Maybe you guys are you that other 50? Are you that like 30? What's your chunk? Or are you like 60-70? Like where's your confidence? Do you think Team Backwoods can come in wearing their purple jerseys, smoke a cigar, and win at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, there is going to be a new patch coming up too, in what I presume will be the middle of the playoffs. So I think everything will get pretty chaotic. You know, I mean, established teams and all that. I mean, I think they probably are the favorites, Kobolds or Pot of Greed. But we're totally fine with that, being the underdogs.
Yeah, I love
Give us that 25%. Give that 25% chance, and we'll see what we do with it. So
I like it, dude. I like being underdog.
I
Come
always
out of
love being
nowhere.
underdog, man. Yeah, it you know, it always makes me and probably everybody else in my team play better. Like when people count us out, it just makes us want everybody else wrong. So like, it makes us play better. At least that's the way I feel it. So you know, when I watched that thing the other day, and they basically said we're gonna get 2-0, I was all like, all right, nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, let's fucking do it, boys.
Yeah, it gives us nothing to lose. You know, if we do get 2-0, sounds good. We'll take that 5th place into the playoffs or whatever it is, and sounds good. But if we do pull out some wins, then you know, it'll feel all that more satisfying. So
Yeah,
we'll see. We do have a tough road ahead of us. So
you almost want to be that number 1 team, honestly, because then the number 2 and 3 have to be on one side of the bracket, and that number 1 kind of has that, in theory, easier route. Sometimes that doesn't always happen because some teams do poorly in the season, and they get their fucking shit together during the playoffs, or the patch happens and some teams actually get worse, some teams get better, dude. Like patches do change everything.
Is there a lower bracket in the playoffs? Or
no,
is
it's single limb.
Best of 3, right?
Yeah, single limb. You know, it's supposed to be fast, right? Like take top 16 teams, like that's what they're doing at intermediate. Have 4 weeks of playoffs, 6 weeks of regular season. Have 1 to 3 weeks off, then go again.
Yeah.
That's where you get about like 3 seasons in a year. Because, example, American Thanksgiving, there's no game scheduled on that day. If Halloween was on a Thursday, guess what? It's moved Christmas time. It's Christmas week. Sometimes it's not even there because they know people are like the week after Christmas. A lot of people are on holidays, so they move it. Like it's a, you know, they're
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
reasonable.
28 seasons is impressive, for a game like Dota. It's released Dota 2. It's
Yeah,
only been out, 9 years or whatever it is, so maybe 8.
a lot's evolving. There's the most teams ever this season.
Nice.
Most
Yeah.
teams ever this season, total, and the first season ever with 5 leagues going at once. There's been 4 going a couple of times, but never 5. Literally, this is probably, I'd say honestly, if I look at this whole entire 5 leagues, I think it's done a lot to balance out the leagues where you have less. Yes, you're going to have teams that lose a lot of games, but before you had before there was no Archon League, and I brought this up 3-4 seasons ago. I said, what if there's a lower league below Contender for Crusaders that do want to play? There won't be many. I said, like, if you look at Archon, they took Archons too there, and there's 8 teams, and a couple of those teams have been playing for multiple seasons. Mittens, Lemon Snowcones, they're old guys in their 30s, been playing. Like if you click Lemon Snowcones, their name. If we go all the way, their first season in Dota was season 6. Season 6, 7,
Oh.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Like they played since season 6. That's a team that stayed. And the thing is, some players are from the earlier seasons too. If you talking to Darth and stuff, like people come and go, they make new teams, but like Lemon Snow Cones is 5 guys. They don't even use Discord. I think only one guy actually is in the Discord, and he never looks because he's forced to. And they'd show up on their Thursday, they play their 2 games, and that's it. They're a group of older guys that like playing with each other.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of how we are. Like we would never. I don't think any of us would join a team after the season. Like we'd always play together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, there's a couple teams that like playing together. They're as 5, and so you guys next season you come back. Let's say you get kicked out in anywhere in the playoffs, 14th, and you win it all. You guys coming back again? You like it?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think Silent and I are both on the verge. Well, Silent is. I mean, I would have to actually climb, but Silent's on the verge of Ancient, so we may be.
Yank always counts me out.
I mean, he's a little bit more than me, so I'm not counting him. But
I was really higher until I lost. Okay, I doubled down and got low. What does it matter?
Yeah, he had a couple MMR travesties going on, but
Yeah.
we may end up in intermediate next season just based on that. But yeah, I mean, we'll definitely be around. I enjoyed the league a lot, so
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna try to.
ROT won last season of Contender, and they actually went to intermediate this season, and they have won, I think, 4 times. Yeah, they're in 8th place right now, or 8th to 12th, and intermediate. And they actually they actually had no ancients coming in. They could have actually still played in Contender, but they challenged themselves. So like just saying, like teams, if your team works well together, they can do well. Like a team that works, like ROT plays a lot of Dota together. They're good friends. I've played with them when they need a sub. There, so you guys could do the same, 100%. And then if you drop, you go back and do Contender. Like don't be scared. You just less lower expectations, but you face those really good teams. That when you take a game off of them, you learn a lot, or you lose and you watch them and be like, damn. Dota.
Yeah.
I love Dota. I
absolutely.
I like 82 a lot as well. It's pretty good. I hope people are nice to you in your games too.
Oh, no,
giving Do you give the tips, by the way?
Yeah. Well, at least I do.
Yeah. I like Dota Plus silver tier and up chat lines, because you got to work for them, so you can't
Yeah.
do it every game. But when you do, I'll throw them out. I think I threw out a couple on Nature's Prophet in our last series. So, well, I think I'm only going to be picking silver tier Dota Plus heroes for myself from here on out. So, we'll see how that
No-Tail
goes.
said you gotta tilt them. No-Tail said it first.
Yeah.
Never forget that.
Yeah,
Well, sometimes it backfires and you get them fired up. So,
Yeah.
it's a precarious line to walk.
he won 2 TIs, so the first one might have been a little bit of fluke. The second one was
Robbed the first one. Robbed the first one from
the
EG.
second one was. I don't think OG can lose that one.
Yeah.
Like, and if you
Anna's
take
literally
9 out of 10, dude, Thompson made a transformation from TI8 to TI9. Thompson was like, okay, he plays mid, he does weird things, and sometimes he does okay, sometimes he doesn't do bad. But TI9, I don't know what Thompson, I don't know what he did for training, but he came out of nowhere and he destroyed shit. Like their whole entire team, they were caveman dough. It was great. I love watching it. But yeah, no. So no, I hope you guys, are back as a team, intermediate or contender.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You guys have
I
any?
plan on him, no matter how much Yank likes to flame me saying he's not, even though I've hired him.
Yeah. He's default's a good player, but
Mhm.
sometimes got to know his place.
Shut the fuck up.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
send these stats to you.
Do you guys have any last minute comments before we wrap this 82L FirerySide chat up?
Just good luck to everybody else. I enjoy playing hard games. So I'm really excited to play against Pot of Greed because I want to be able to every game's been harder. I'm not discounting anybody else, but I know that going into we're going to be really prepared. So we're going to be probably on our best we're probably gonna be the best the best we've been all this season. We're super prepared. We're really focused to try to win the game. I think it's gonna really play, and I hope I hope everybody else has a good time like that as well. It's pretty much all I want to say.
As for me, I just want to again just shout out my forward position player J24. Again, just to let everybody know, he was deathless in our game 1 in a 44-minute game. Was not mentioned by JoJo. Someone's gotta stop that man, JoJo, because he's just not calling out J24 the way he should. But so J24 deathless in that game. Just want to show some props and
win my lane.
He won't be deathless anymore because that was definitely a fluke on his part. But he did have the deathless game, so props to him.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on. I wish your team luck. Cheer you guys on. I don't have a horse in the race who wins, so good luck to you, team Backwood, and I hope you guys win because, I'm excited for that shirt, that jersey.
I'll get time.
We'll go at your way, Fireryman. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
Thank you guys a lot. It was great to have you both on. Okay, guys, before we are done, I just left their call. Still making those awkward. Listen up. Follow me. This will be on YouTube if you're watching it live. Or if you're on YouTube, I posted an 82L chat for you guys to watch it live. Very important. We're doing this for the first time. I don't know if you watch all the way till the end, everybody. But if you put a YouTube comment in, you won't know who's on. You won't know who's on. But I will read any questions in the YouTube comments if you only have one and it's appropriate for 82L or Dota, or it could be anything. You can ask me, hey, Fireman, I don't know. Ask me anything. I don't even want to put something in your brain, because if I say something, someone is going to ask me that. So, I'll do it this. What's your favorite NHL team? Pittsburgh. But honestly, it's going to be a lot worse. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Episode 6, tentatively Sunday night. Have to find it out. Won't be giving the guests away because I don't do that. I appreciate Team Backwoods coming on. Nick and Yankee, they wanted their whole entire team there. I said no way. Normally episodes will be one. For this, I did 2. Let me know what you think in the comments or 82L or DMs. Yada yada yada. Bing bam boom. Thank you all for watching. Bye.